Just made it. Oh my. Oh, hey guys. Oh, I'm waiting for you guys to get in here. Oh, got some news tonight. Stuff on the way. Hey guys, so we got three. I just walked in the door this minute. What a crazy day. Me and Angelo wound up going out to eat. So we this minute, like I just walked in the door at 8:29 the nose. Hey, Les Lethal Bandit, what's up? Hey, how's everybody doing? We got California in the house, TA. Brandon, how are you? How you liking your chamber cap on that 68? I'm betting that thing's hitting like a bomb. Retro Dave, hey, Jarrell, what's up? I am ready for tomorrow night. Big time ready for tomorrow night. I'm supposed to go to a very interesting Halloween. Listen to me, I can't believe it. 4th of July party. Hopefully it'll be good. Air Gun Ninja Rick. So me and Rick have been talking the other night. We were talking for like an hour and a half on the phone. And Rick gave me an idea tonight what to talk about. So I'm going to talk about it. So yeah, I'm sure that thing's a monster. It's got to be crazy. Wow, you got a 25 round drum. Now, you put HPA on that thing? Forget it, Charlie. That's nuts. Oh my God, that's great. So I pre-ordered the 6-needler. And the only reason I pre-ordered it was, first of all, I think it's going to go really fast and they're trying to pass some laws in Germany that they can't have them there. So I made sure I ordered one right away. But the real reason I did order it was because me and Rick were talking about it, me and the Air Gun Ninja. So we were saying how that thing can be really, really dangerous. We were talking about it the other night about Rick brought up a thing where it can puncture a lung, and it really could. We were talking about an instance where a lung was punctured, and now after watching Jorg shoot that thing into stuff, no doubt in my mind that can pierce and hit the brain, hit a lung, hit another organ. That new 6-needler is absolutely crazy. And I really want to see what it's going to be like when you take the restrictor out of it. So the ones coming to America are 7.5 joules with some removable kit or something to give more power to it. And it's chambered in 357 or 9mm, same thing, same size diameter. And so for those of you guys that didn't know, a 9mm is basically a 357 size projectile or bullet. It just doesn't have the same powder and load as a 357 would, but they're very close. Same with the 380 and same with the 38 Special. They just have different powder charges in them, but it's the same size bullet. So I ordered this thing and I'm really excited for it to come. I tried to email Jorg today, but the email kept failing on the email I had for him. Word of warning, my eyes are not that good. You pre-ordered, it's awesome, but man, did I have to wait forever. Yeah. Well, my good thing is, I just got emailed today. I'm so excited. Like 2 hours ago, Kurt from Grimberg emailed me my gavel carry is in the mail. It's on the way here, so I should have it this week. So tonight I'm going to order a bunch of those screw-in CO2 cartridges, and then me and Angela could get started on making stuff for the gavel carry. We have a whole bunch of ideas of stuff to make for it, so I'm super stoked. And tonight, Angelo and I sent Rick, Airgun Ninja, something in the mail. He should be getting it in a few days. He knows what it is, but I'm gonna make one for the BP50, and I think it should be a little bit of a bolt-on in power for the new Beeman BP50. So after talking to Rick the other night, and sending him what I'm sending him. I think I'm going to make one for the BP50. And if it works and pumps up, I'm going to offer it. We're going to try making it this. Actually, we're going to try making it tonight. We have some extra time. And haven't you guys seen Hunt Bear with? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen anybody hunt the bear with the blowgun, but I think that would be crazy. I mean, I could think of a million things to put in that six needler to come out and make. And Rick has been giving me some crazy ideas. I'm telling you, if you talk to, he blows my mind with some stuff. Yeah, we're, I don't know if we're really, Angelo, I have to be honest with you, he's a master. He can make, we want to make a lot of stuff, but some stuff we don't make because we're afraid of like, legal ramifications and stuff. Sometimes we make stuff that we fool around with here at home that we don't put out there for that reason, and we test it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Angelo can really make some wild stuff on the 3D printer. It's kind of amazing. So, and I'm looking at it even for custom things. I was thinking of custom grips too for that nice needler. Some nice finger groove custom grips that'll slip around it. And I have a lot of ideas for it. But projectile wise, I'm thinking of a few cool different options for that thing. It's going to be good. So I'm really excited this week. And it's funny. Last night, I just whipped out I said, I'm not using my credit card anymore. I whipped out the credit card. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to get up for work at 4 this morning. So I got like 2 hours sleep. And I was like, I'm watching Airgun Alley's video. And then I watched Jorg's video on it. And I went to his Go Gun channel and it said, pre-order. And I was like, frig it. I jumped out of bed and I ran inside and I got the credit card and I pre-ordered the thing right away. I was like super excited about it. But those darts don't bend. I mean, a couple of them I did see bend, but they were in like a half-inch sheet of plywood. I mean, I think they were going through coconuts. I mean, the test I want to do, and I don't care, anybody else could do the test too before me. I want to get that ballistic skull, and I want to see if it goes through the ballistic skull, one of those darts. I want to try that. I think that's going to be the one of the first tests I do. I haven't bought a ballistic skull yet. They're a little pricey, and I've been wanting to. But I think for the new thing I want to make for the BP50 and for Jorg's thing, it's going to be good stuff. No gold steel darts. The Magnum blowgun. Nice. That needler is gonna be pretty damn cool, I think. And I think there's gonna be a lot of different options people could do with it. So I think this is gonna be a great year for products coming out. I just try to get them as fast as I could before something changes, and you can't get them if you know what I mean. You never know. So yeah, if you could pre-order one and have the ability to, I would try to get one. They do bend, huh? Yeah. Well, I also think maybe a good Ithafoam. Another test I want to see, will those needlers penetrate a Kevlar vest, like a bulletproof vest? And my feeling is I think they will penetrate through a bulletproof vest. It's going to be pretty cool. So, I'm pretty excited. So today I saw the coolest bear. It had to be about 400 pounds. I was at work and the thing was walking right down the middle of the road, and I got some video of it. The video's long, but I'll see if I could take some stills or have Angela help me and put it on Facebook and see if we could get that picture out there. I was looking at that bear today. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. They look like they came right out of the beauty parlor. I mean, the hair on this thing was perfect. How they lay in the dirt and they look that clean. It was amazing. But yeah, so if anybody has ideas for this 6 needler, let me know. And I'm liking the BP50 minus the magazine. I like the launcher itself. It died really, I have it next to me actually over here because I'm gonna fool around with it a little bit tonight. I'm excited. They will go through any vest as long as it doesn't have the AR5. Yeah, so I have an old expired vest. I'm gonna use that, and it doesn't have the steel plate. The one I have for work is a steel plate. It won't go through that. but it's pretty cool. So yeah, it was a crazy day. So the place where I work, they're having like 4th of July parties all weekend. So thank God I don't have to. I'm off until Sunday night at 6 p.m. So I don't have to worry about getting stuck working, and I could have some fun this 4th of July weekend. But yeah, so the six needler is definitely one of the coolest things out there right now. I like it a lot. And I'm really impressed that Jorg invented that thing. It's like, he came up with a great idea. And this is the first time I was on his website, Gogun, and he has a lot of cool stuff on there. I think it's going to be promising, and I think we can make a lot of little things. I think the burner red dot will look pretty cool up there because it's kind of small. I'm going to see if I could get that to fit up there, or if I could use my Vitatu. I'll see what goes on. And yeah, happy birthday, America. That's right. Happy birthday to the country that allows us to have the six needler without restrictions. For now, we'll see what happens. So, anybody else got anything good coming in the mail or anything on the way? I was so upset this week with those Riot Ball pepper balls. Oh my God, they were like $30 for 20 of them, and they were god awful. They really were. They were. They had zero potency to them. Yeah, exactly. Less Lethal Bandit hit the nail on the head with that comment. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But listen, I'm not even getting into that one there. So, you know what we do to those white furry creatures over here? They're food. Food for our little buddy over there. So next week I will be doing the live. As of now, God willing, everything is okay. But the weekend after, I probably won't be doing. I have something to do that Thursday. I may be doing it from a different location, a special location. So I have to see what the time difference will be, if you know what I mean. So that's cool. No tax on silences or SPI. Oh, did they pass that law that there's going to be no you don't have to do that tax on SPRs and silences and stuff? I haven't been paying any attention to that. I've been so engrossed in the less lethal, I kind of been not paying too much attention to the real firearm stuff lately. Occasionally I'll go on one or two channels. The channel that I like to go on the most, and my stogie's out. The channel I like to go on the most is the Yankee Marshall. I like his rants and stuff that he does. He's got good stuff. Oh, he signs it tomorrow, so that's good that there won't be a tax stamp on that, because the extra $200 is a lot of money for nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It could happen again. There is a loophole. He could do. He could run again. It's not that he could run again. I watched some sort of attorney explain how that can happen. It can happen with if he runs as a vice president, and then the president who takes over purposely steps down and lets him take over again. It could happen again. So. Tell them about my. Okay, so I didn't want to say it, but Rick gave me permission to. So we were talking the other night, and what got us to talking about the needler being so dangerous was Rick went for acupuncture a while back, and the acupuncture needle actually punctured his lung. And you know how thin they are, it's a little hole, and it collapsed his lung. And he was telling me that it was absolutely the worst experience, that the pain was beyond belief. They had to put some sort of a thing, a catheter or some sort of a thing in it, and go through his rib to fix the lung and get it pumped up again. And that's where we started talking about how dangerous this needler can really be. And I'm supposed to go. I actually walked out of the doctor a week ago, and I said I wasn't going to do it, but now he really wants me to go. So I have this horrible pain going on for like 3 years here, and he wants to send me for an injection somewhere like inside my clavicle, where my clavicle and sternum is, and they have to do it under a sonogram, and the big risk is that they can puncture a lung doing it. So that's why I shoot my pants. I'd rather live with the pain than the punctured lung. And I didn't know that. And Rick just happened to tell me about his lung thing. And it really sparked my interest. I was picking his brain about it because that's what I'm afraid of, is getting my lung punctured accidentally. I don't want to go through that. So yeah, Rick was the one that said to me, I should really talk about the 6 needler on this and how this may not be, if your goal is less lethal, I don't think that's going to be good. And if it's going through a coconut, I could, I mean, that could scramble your brain. If it went through there or went through your eye or through your, behind your nose here, it could probably, go to a brain. Or if it went inside you and the plastic came off and the needle kept going inside, I think that thing it may not stop somebody like in the moment with a lot like a bullet would, where it would drop you, but probably a few hours later or a day later, you'd probably be in really, really bad shape. You may still have to fight the guy off, but I don't know, that thing could be pretty dangerous, having that steel needle go into you like that. Is only for, yeah, the needler is only going to be used for zombie apocalypse. Make sure we don't use it on human people. Only a zombie apocalypse. That is it. So we want to make sure if you use it, it's only for zombies. And you don't know, there could be, there's been a lot of zombies around lately. I do see them here and there. I'm ordering one. Yeah, I'm telling. Listen, it's like 159 bucks. I ordered an extra 50 gomas and yamas, the needles that come with them, for like 34 bucks. But I figured for 159 bucks plus 30 bucks, how could you go wrong? Yeah, I think it would be good for home defense, depending. Like I said, I don't know if it'll stop somebody immediately in their tracks, but man, I definitely think it'd be good for home defense. And I'm wondering if you could make an extended barrel on that thing, because like Rick was telling me, he has a lot of experience with air guns, the blowguns, and he was telling me like the longer the barrel on an air gun, like if you had a 12-foot barrel, it makes them really like, and you can't walk around with them, but think about it, how powerful that thing could be. We're seeing that little 7 joule one go through plywood and out the other side. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, one in each lung. That's it. One in each lung. That's it. They should call it the lung gun. It's crazy, that thing. So, and it looks like it's really good quality too. I'm sure somebody could put HPA on that thing, or something to that effect. It looks just really, the only thing I don't like is you got to twist the little doohickey on the bottom. But I'm wondering if me and Angelo can 3D print something that'll go on there that'll give it a little bit more leverage to twist really quick and get it pierced a little faster than what's on there. Because it looks like there's kind of like a little star thingy on the bottom that you turn to make it easier to engage. And I'm wondering if we put a little something on there that you could, that's not too big, but just a little bit more to give you a little more leverage on it. But yeah, I'm definitely stoked for that thing. But I'm really excited to get my gavel carry. I had switched the color to orange, and I just found out today I like the one that John Reynolds from Alternate Arms. I got to get on there. He did a video yesterday. I didn't get to see it yet. I've been so busy. I try to keep on top of everything. And we've been sending out orders and stuff here. And I really want to make a bunch of new stuff. Well, I want Angelo to make a bunch of new stuff, but we're so busy getting stuff out, and we got a bunch of stuff for DK that his friend needed, so we've been working on that, and it's been just a pretty hectic, crazy week. Plus, we've been dealing with our own nonsenses over here with both my parents and his parents and medical things, so all week we've been running around, and I got my old lady home on summer vacation, so she drove me crazy today. I'm not a happy camper, but that's comes with the territory. Sorry, so long. My lung is probably 95. It's still even 95%. I mean, it's not 100%. You're never the same after these things. And anything to do with organs is really, really not a good situation. Other things heal. Muscles, bones, those things heal, even though it takes some time. But organs are, and people don't realize. I guess your skin is the biggest organ, right, in your body. People get skin cancers and things like that. But I'm thinking too, Rick, what do you think? Could you make like a small broadhead arrow, that comes out of that needler? Maybe not such. Do they have broadhead blowgun arrows? I thought somewhere a long time ago I had seen them, but I could be mistaken. I could be just thinking for the crossbows and stuff that they have them, the pistol ones. But I think a really cool blowgun with a broadhead on there. You see, if you had a broadhead arrow, something that was a little wider with a blade that cut as it went in, I think that would be the way to go. Now, from body shot could be liver, in the back, or for kidney. Yeah, I think too, if you did have a broadhead on there, yeah, it would be really, really good. So we got to work on, yes, they do sell broad. So if we could take those broadheads and they fit that barrel, which I'm sure they will, and we can put those little plastic tits on the back or in the middle so that we keep them straight, I think the broadhead is going to be the way to go. I think this 6 needler is going to open up a world for people that's completely different, even than less lethal. I think it's going to be pretty wild, because with all the stuff we have now, I think Home Defense 24, if I'm not mistaken, they do make arrows that you can muzzle load into like some of the Umarex stuff, and they come out. They look pretty cool, and they have like dart ones, but I think these things are going to be better than those. Yeah, the bigger the better. One's from Magnum. I have to go on Magnum Cold Steel. I don't know anything about blowguns because I've never had one, or now it sounds like fun. It'd be kind of fun to have one and fool around with a blowgun. It'd be pretty neat. So I'll Google Magnum Cold Steel and I'll look at their little broadheads and see what we could do with it. I mean, yeah, right. Yeah, that the slingshot. Yeah, his name is Jorg. Jorg something or other, but very cool guy. He has really cool innovative stuff. He also invented some like automatics, crossbows and
His YouTube channel.
Angelo. It's funny, before Angelo even knew about Les Liefling, Angelo's been following him for years on YouTube and stuff. He's like, hey, did you ever see the slingshot guy? And I said to him last night, I said to Angelo at 2 a.m, I'm like, I just got the 6 needler, your buddy there invented it. And he was like, that's cool. Yeah, he really is a genius. And it's funny, necessity is the mother of invention. You have these other countries where you can't have firearms, and you have guys coming out there. They have the idea, they have the invention, and today we have the technology, to make all of these things. It's really quite amazing. But I will be honest with you, we're in a golden age for that, but I think 20, 30 years from now, you're going to see a lot of new laws passed, because people are coming, like, the chemical rounds they have today, some of them we buy a crap, but I know Rick, we've talked about some of the chemicals he's made, and he doesn't release them to the public, but he's a master when it comes to making. He's been doing this since probably the late 70s, early 80s. He's been doing this way before we even thought about it. So Rick is honestly, if you've ever picked his brain, he is a genius when it comes to this stuff, and he has some insane inventions. So hopefully and that's one of his dreams, is that he can get these out, and maybe one day we can all work together. I think with everybody's knowledge here, like Rick's, DK's, mine, everybody, I think if we all pooled our resources together, we can make some wild stuff, really, really wild stuff, So that's why it's so important in this hobby that we all, respect and really treasure each person for what they offer, and not fight with each other. You have a certain individual or 2 certain individuals out there that, I don't get along with them. They don't get along with me. We don't really fight back and forth. We kind of leave each other alone, but you have to give the devil his due. There's a guy out there, it's a really, really great machinist. And, if he just wasn't as abrasive as he was, I mean, he really knows what he's doing, and I don't care. If I don't like your personality, but you're good at something, I'm going to give you credit, and I give him credit. He's producing some really good stuff for the X68. You have to give credit where it's due, and he's got some good stuff out there. I don't know whose message was hell. God knows who's going to type nonsense here tonight, but I'm worried. Well. Nah, I don't. Yeah, exactly. You never know who will seek you out these days. I mean, I see some crazy people are losing their crap left and right. I was looking up here where I live. Hey, Les Lethal for Dummies, you're here. Oh my God, Sean is here. You are the man. That's great. I'm so glad to see you, Sean. Yeah, I was just saying how important it is that we all really stick together. Everybody's got some great stuff. And how's the weather up there in Canada? Is it warm, or is it like so-so? Do you still have some cool nights and stuff? Because over here, nights, I could get like 45 degrees over here, and it could be 90 in the daytime. It's really, really cool. But so you're doing some great things. I like your BP50. So Sean has the real black BP50. He doesn't have the dye job like I do. Got to do the dye job on the X60 on the BP50. But I'm really liking the BP50. It's kind of cool. Listen, work truck. Yeah, Como. It doesn't snow every. Yeah, I am dreading the snow again this year. And where I work, they got rid of the trucks and they gave us cars. I'm like, what are we going to do with cars in the snow? They're front wheel drive cars. I don't know what we're going to do when we have 2 feet of snow. So now we don't have the trucks anymore, the SUVs. We have cars to drive around with and do security. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens in the wintertime. A new company took over. But yeah, so I was really upset with those freaking riot balls chemical rounds. They were just garbage. So now I'm going to try and see. Did anybody ever try those? How do you say it? I guess I don't know what they are. They're the Mafa Q or whatever the hell they call them. Those other chemical rounds. You guys know what I'm talking about? They're on Amazon, I think. I want to try those out next. I'm going to see about getting them. I do want to make my own. I was looking at the capsules today, the 50 caliber capsules. I have an idea for chemical rounds, so I might do that, but I'm not going to do that for 2 or 3 weeks because I got some other stuff coming up and I have to go someplace, so I won't have time to do all that stuff right now. How about the revolver piece pick? I think you will make your own. Yeah, so Rick has a great idea. It's like this kind of revolver thing that you could put on and twist by hand, like on a blowgun and stuff. It's pretty cool. He has some really cool ideas that he comes out with in drawings and stuff, and he sends me. I'll try to blow them up and see if I could get them. Yeah, well, let me talk to him first and see if he wants me to show any of them. But they really are. I don't want anybody taking his idea. He has a lot of really good, ingenious ideas, and when he's ready to have them out there, we'll get that taken care of. I haven't, but I haven't. Yeah, I want somebody to try them and see even if you just crack one and see what it does. I don't think there are single brand name 50 cal chemicals. Yeah, I haven't seen, Sean, I haven't seen any 50 caliber round that I could say would do stopping damage. And I was a little bit disappointed. I think, Sean, you'll remember. Do you remember like 2 years ago, Vulcan said they were coming out with, and they did a video on it. It was an electric 50 caliber less lethal that got up to like 2,000 shots per charge. And it was supposed to come out. For some reason, they never came out with it. And Duke was supposed to make 50 caliber chemical rounds for it. And I know I was talking to Duke recently. he's going to come out now this year with 10 gram chemical rounds. You know, like the ones the ones that Grimberg has that have 6 grams. Well, they're going to come out with 10 grand. They said they're going to be quite expensive, but they're going to be a 10-gram chemical round, which will be pretty cool. I just don't know when it's coming out. Hook the revolver to the Pistelli X6. Right, it would go in the front, and you would just turn it each time you wanted to shoot those arrows or those darts. That would be kind of wild. You know, you could, that revolver, like it would sit in the thing that went on your Picatinny rail. So what Rick's idea is, it's kind of like a revolver front that goes on your X68 or anything, and you slide it onto the pick rail, and then you could just turn it each time you want to shoot something that is other than a round ball. Like if you wanted to put arrow, if you had something like that, we would talk. You could hunt deer with that. It's not that it was legal, but you could probably hunt deer with something like that, especially with that X68 with the 15-inch barrel on it and HPA. You guys are getting well over 100 joules with that thing. So that thing is just off the charts crazy. Yeah. Vulcan filed for, oh, God, I didn't know Vulcan filed for bankruptcy last week. Well, that thing isn't coming out. I wonder if somebody's going to buy them and take over, because they said for the longest time the M17 was going to be available again, and I haven't seen it. I went on their wholesale list and there's nothing there. They literally have nothing in stock over at Vulcan. I was hoping to get another M17. Gone. I think those days are over then. I really hope somebody buys Vulcan. That's crazy. How could they go out of business? That's nuts. And any, yeah, the X68 by far is ridiculous. Milsig is back. Oh, okay, all right. Milsig Europe ships there. Okay, so I got you. All right. So then, if Milsig, so that means then we can get the not the M17. What's the other one? What's the other one that's not the, I'm drawing a blank on it. It's got the metal logo. Yeah, nah, is it, yeah, is it the T17? CQMF, that's the one. Yeah, forget about Dre, that's it, the CQMF, that's the one I was talking about. So, wasn't Milsig CQMF? And if that's the case, then hopefully Milsig will have that CQMF available, because that pretty much, you could put that Home Defense 24 kit on there and everything will be good. So this weekend I have some guests over here. My wife's friend, she came out to stay with us for a couple of days, and she's going to check out Pennsylvania here. She's from New York, and I think her and her husband are thinking about maybe moving out here or looking at some places. I'm trying to get everybody over here. I got Angelo here now. I got her over here. So she came over tonight. They just got back from me and Angelo went out to dinner earlier. We went for Italian food down in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which is a real cute historic town. And we actually ate at a place next to where Martha Washington used to stay, which is pretty cool. And then my old lady went out with her girlfriend, I think, to the pizzeria over here. Milsig has a good salesperson right now, for sure. I will, Sean looks cool. Yeah, the 50 cal pistol, the Beeman, it's really nice. Tonight we're gonna work on parts for it. So I'll tell you, we're gonna work on the follower, like I said, for the magazine. And we're also going to work on a small, not big, but a small compensator with a built-in extended barrel on it, just to add 2 or 3 more inches to it, to make it just a little longer, and see if we can get it up to where it needs to be. So I sent Rick I made a compensator barrel a while ago for the X68, and it was a compensator that had an internal sleeve barrel in there that was bore matched to the Joule, and I was getting like 65 joules on that thing with just about this much compensator barrel on it. It was crazy. but I was afraid to really put it out because I didn't want people doing the wrong thing with it. And then lo and behold, MCS came out with the barrels and stuff. So, we just made the compensator to slip over it. But I think what I'm gonna do is make that little compensator barrel for the BP50, and I'm gonna see, I was fooling around with the one for the 68, and the pick rail slot slides on, so we just have to shrink the CAD program down a bit to 50 cal and line it up, and it should work like a charm. If that's the case, that's gonna be the mod that we work on for this thing. That's the one thing. Yep. Any other metal barrel? We can do a metal barrel. We have a lathe downstairs, a small lathe, and we could easily make little metal barrels for the BP50. It wouldn't be hard to do, but I want to see, I think, if you put a metal barrel on there, you're gonna have to open up the launcher, which is great, we're all handy and can do that, but if we can make the slip-on compensator barrel, it would be a lot more cost-effective than making a metal barrel, and we might be able to get the same power, if not more power, so that's what we're working on tonight, playing with that. Other than the Umarex. I think you could probably just go to the store and buy a piece of metal conduit that's the size you would need. You just have to get the right size. Sean would know better on that. The Beeman next to, yes, I will show you, I will put them together. The CL, I'm sorry guys, the CL blows the Beeman away. It's a lot smaller. I think I took a picture, I don't know if I posted it, but yeah, for compact wise, it's thinner. The hand grip is smaller. The payload on the chemicals is way better. Just the power, my CL gets around 18 joules. Not everybody's is getting that, so that's what the issue is. And on the CL, the magazine is much better. If you had to use another magazine, you could, and you could keep it in a carrier. This Beeman magazine, I have it right here. And of course, I have the balls in it. They all just came flying out. As soon as I unloaded it from the launcher, every ball just came flying out, all 8 of them. So I don't foresee that this is a 1 magazine launcher unless something can be done with this. The magazine is the same quality as the X68, smaller, but this is a real weak point right here. I mean, this and the follow, they go flying all over the place. And what happens is, so if you take this and pull this all the way down and it releases, it sends this top piece flying backwards and the spring goes flying across the room. It's very, very temperamental. It's worth $100 and something bucks, $109. But you got to really know what you're doing with it, and you got to be prepared that either A, it's a backup launcher, or you're just going to use 1 magazine on it. You're not going to do any reloading with this thing. That's my opinion. I mean, somebody else's may be different. Sean may have a better opinion on that than I do. He's way more of an expert with it, but I'll say my imported Beeman was virtually colored different, which is, yeah, I did the dye job and it came out flawless. It really came out really good. I'm very happy with it. Here at work, break. Oh, I'm glad you got on for break. That's really, I'm honored that you would use your break time to come on here. That's pretty cool. Thank you. And say, hey, smash. I got 20 from, yeah, I only got like 18 and a half, 19 joules so far, but I'm sure I could squeeze 20 out of it. I might be able to get 25, 30 with that comp barrel I'm going to try to make later on. Yeah, Sean's not Sean is like Einstein, what's his name with the light bulb. He didn't find a million ways to fail. He found a million ways that don't work and one that is successful. So Sean is definitely your Thomas Edison, rather your Thomas Edison of less lethal. That's right. Yeah, Sean is fear. You know what? Sean is He's not only fearless, he's fearless of his old lady because he spends a lot of money, tears these things down, breaks them, and fix them. My old lady be like, "You broke it, you're not getting another one." That's what you'd say to me. I'd be down there. I'd be on my hands and knees begging to get another one because if I broke it, you spent money, you broke it. Don't think you're getting another one. But so Sean is fearless, man. We know he wears the pants over there. That's for sure. Tesla's better. Facts. John spends a lot of yeah, he really does. And that's what people don't realize. It doesn't like you can have a lot of on my channel isn't monetized. I don't know about other people's, but we will never, ever recoup the money that we spend in anything we sell or make. And that's a guy, even with us that we do, like I spent $700 on Grimberg, $100 on 120 on the BP with shipping and balls, and then another 30. I mean, we just buy stuff. If our hobbies keep us floating evenly so we could just put the money back into the hobby, we're lucky. I mean, even DK will tell you the same thing. You go over to his house, he's got so many laundry. There's no way we don't lose money on this. It's the same with me with motorcycles and reptiles. Like, I don't make a penny. If I was breeding snakes and I got a couple of bucks, it goes right into the new snakes I bought. Well, I don't have snakes now, but that was years ago. I just do lizards now. So I have the monitors. And, if I was breeding my monitor here, I'd wind up with another monitor or another motorcycle. It's just you sell one bike, you buy another bike. That's just the way it goes. You're having fun. Yep. You are yeah, we all do play a part. And I think the reason why I like education is because I was a teacher for so many years and retired. And it was a lot of fun. Although I think, to be honest with you, it must be very hard for my wife. She's wonderful, but me and Angela were both retired teachers, and we did it for such a long time. And we're always in teaching mode, even with her. Like, we're going through something today with her. She's driving us nuts. And it must be very hard to live not only with one teacher, but two teachers in the house that are always, trying to mansplain a better way for you to do something. But education is key, and we really all, and Sean, you're educating us too. I mean, you are really an airsmith. That's what you are. You're an airsmith. And how many times have I asked you questions, or I watch your videos over and over again to see where a spring goes? And it's all education. We're all got to help each other out in this hobby. I couldn't even guess what I've spent on 100%. I couldn't even guess what I probably could have bought a house or probably a Lamborghini with all the money I spent on toys and stuff over the years. But you know what? You live once. And, for us, these are the toys that we like. Somebody likes other toys. That's just really the way it goes, So, and honestly, I was telling Rick the other night, I do this just so I could talk to you guys. I just like talking and hearing from you guys and seeing you guys. And that's the whole fun of this. It's not even, if it was just us every week, just chatting. I think there's got to be a way. I got to talk to Angela. There's got to be a way where we could do something where we can have like a Google Meet at one time, at least once a month, where we could all just get in there and like have like we were sitting in the living room talking to each other and discussing things. I think it's a great thing, and anybody who wanted to join could join, like a Zoom or whatever you call it. I mean, we did it for teaching when we had COVID. We'd have 35, 40 kids in a class, like a Zoom class. So there's got to be a way we can do it. I gotta talk to Angelo and DK. Those would be the two computer guys that would know really what to do on this. Certainly not afraid to use a drill. Yeah, and that's true. You know, the worst thing that can, I mean, you don't want to break a $700 launcher, but the worst thing you can do if you break up like an Umarex or a BP, they're $100 launches. It's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna go bankrupt from doing that, but it's discouraging anyway, especially if you like it. Nobody wants to break it. It is your good looks, definitely good looks. All right, guys, it's 9:15. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go down, see my old lady and her friend, and see what trouble they're up to. And tomorrow, hopefully, I'll get out on the bike a little bit and let the girls do their thing. And then tomorrow night, go to the festivities over here. Everybody, have a happy 4th of July. Sean, happy Canada Day belated. I'm sure you guys had a good time. Oh, hey, I got to call you, Dennis. I'll try to call you tomorrow. I meant to, today was a little bit busy at work and stuff. All right, good night, guys. Good night. Good night, Sean. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. God bless.